over $30,000 and a couple hundred hours over the last few months, we got this. A very beautiful, now very shiny, 608 wheel horsepower, K-swapped 2000 Honda Civic Si. The majority of you guys know this. I'm giving this car away. If you don't know, now you know. The giveaway ends. The website's closed down tomorrow. If you want to get entered in on winning this thing, taking it home for yourself, head to the website, lock in your entries. Every $3 you spend is one entry to take the car home. If you don't want the car, $15,000 cash is yours. If you do choose the car, I'll ship it right to your front door for free. I'll fly you out. You can drive it home. Either way is fine with me. Just a little sneak peek of how good this thing turned out. We did a ton of exterior work in this episode. In this car, man, that paint is looking like a brand new car. 60 degrees out, sunroof, windows down, 600 wheel horsepower, 608 wheel horsepower. This is a vibe. But you guys are right. The comment section is right. I should really take it easy on my own Honda Civic. It is a giveaway car. I don't want to test anything that I've done on the car to make sure it works flawlessly before it goes home to one of you. So I promise I'll never hit the limiter again. Because I choose to test the durability of my own build that I just spent 30 days on before it goes home to one of you guys. That's completely fine. You ain't gotta enter. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Let this kind of build go home to somebody who actually wants this kind of car. Like, this ain't a freaking Toyota Sienna minivan, alright? This is raw Honda power. And I'm not gonna spend $30,000 in a month of building a car and not make sure she performs flawlessly before it goes home to the new winner. Anyways, this exterior needs a little bit of love today. We got the interior dialed in. The car makes 608 wheel on ethanol, on 21 pounds of boost. Drivetrain's rock solid. I want to get this exterior cleaned up. You guys will see later on. This paint, it looks good from a mile. I want it to look good from a couple feet. Man, this thing is fun. Now, it may look pretty decent from 10 feet, but once you get up close, and especially once you get some light on it, then you can really see how much love this paint deserves and needs to be proper. So today, I want to get this full thing paint corrected, and if I can get all of that done, there's a few more exterior goodies that I bought for the build. Now, I've already gone through, washed, and clay barred the entire car. If you don't, all that crap that is stuck on your paint will get into your pads, and it will be a nightmare to polish. Let's start off with the hood. I'm so curious to see how this paint is going to look with some solid hours of love. So after it's washed and clay barred, the next thing you want to do before you put a pad on your paint is an IPA wipe down. So I did that, masked off the headlights, the sharp edges on the fenders. And now that I have these lights out, you can see just how nasty this paint is. Okay, guys, I knew it was gonna clean up good. I didn't know it was gonna clean up that good. That is insane. That looks like brand new paint compared to that side. So the hood and this fender are done. Before I move on to the driver's side, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the entire roof. The last thing I want is to polish the side, go to polish the roof after, the cord in my pants, drag along the door, and I gotta repolish it. I suppose I should let you guys know what setup I'm using. For cutting, I'm using the Step 1 36060 3M white compound on a blue Adams pad. Yes, Adams pad. For polishing, this is the yellow Rupes pad with the blue 3M compound. 06068. This paint isn't bad enough to need a rotary, so I'm ripping the Rupes Bigfoot on the entire car. And as you can see, it's turning out amazing. My golly, other than some crusty tires that need some tire shine, this thing is looking like a brand new car. Look at the shine on this paint now. Unfortunately, I'm only halfway done. I still have the whole other side to do. I just wanted to pull it outside to make sure it's looking as good as I think. And it's actually looking better than I thought it would. This right here is some pretty old paint. I'm stoked. Moving on to the back of the car, rear bumper, deck lid, spoiler. I'm gonna start up top first. So let's start with the wing, get that polished out, pull that off, deck lid, and then the rear bumper. Look at the shot right here. Look at the color difference. I mean, it's not a color difference. It's just a difference in shininess, polished versus not. We have 3 panels left: quarter panel, door, fender, and then we can get this thing cleaned up and move on to ceramic coating. While this thing is all polished up, let's get it washed up, get it outside, make sure it looks the part, and we can move on. Before I ceramic coat it, which is what I'm gonna do to protect this paint, there is some things I need to get done before the coating goes on. Well, this is what I ended up with. That is pretty wild. This paint is super old. Of course, this car is a 2000. So that cleaned up really, really nice. This is the TE37 side. Cannot wait for those new tires to show up. They come tomorrow. Back. Oh my goodness. The spoon side, can't really see anything. It's not in the sun. Let me try to brighten it up. Nice and clean. Coming around the front. Dude, look at that hood. Man, that turned out good. Old girl is back in the shop. I cannot get over how clean this paint came out. I got a goodie here, a little piece of carbon fiber. This should look nice. I bought what is considered, I believe, to be called a gurney flap. It's just a nice little piece of carbon fiber that's gonna sit right on the OEM Civic Si, the EM1 spoiler. This one is from Pastor JDM. Pastor JDM makes some pretty nice stuff. So here's how it looks before, with no carbon gurney flap. I need to get this installed before we ceramic coat the car because it's held on with the 3M tape. If we ceramic coat the car first and then try to apply it, it'll just fly off. The gurney flap is on. What do we think? You guys like it? I personally love it. Last thing before we coat it, the side decals need to go back on. Now you can either go to Honda and get them, they're ridiculously expensive, or go on eBay and get them for very, very cheap. So you guys know what I did. I went to Honda and got them because I didn't want them to look not factory. The decals are on. Now we can move forward with ceramic coat. I'll be using the good old fashioned Armor Shield 9. I used to ceramic coat everything back in the day. It's been a while since I did a proper paint correction on anything, so I haven't really needed to ceramic coat anything. I've used a few different ceramic coats over the last 5 years or so. My favorites, Armor Shield 9 and the Armor Shield Max, both from Avalon King. I do prefer the Armor Shield Max over the 9. Unfortunately, I don't have any here at the shop, so this will do the trick. Step 1, grab a new microfiber towel, grab some IPA, clean down the panel that you're gonna ceramic coat. In this case, we're gonna work on the quarter panel. So I'll wipe down the whole quarter panel, make sure it's spotless, perfectly clean. Let that evaporate for a sec, and then we coat. Grab your block out of the ceramic coating kit, grab the applicator, little towel thing, plop it over like that. Grab your ceramic coating, drip it on the towel, okay? Now we're gonna go vertical and then horizontal on the entire panel. Now as this dries, it turns purple, yellow, red, rainbowy. We're gonna let it sit for about 3 minutes, grab another new microfiber towel, wipe off the coating, make sure we get every speck of it off, because if it dries and cures, that rainbow coating, it'll look like that for life. So make sure you wipe off the excess, otherwise it looks stupid. You can't tell me that don't look more shiny. And now it's protected. The sun and the elements won't destroy our very delicate Honda paint. I don't know, guys. It's a little too shiny for my liking. What do you think? Pretty junky or what? That is insane. I'm mind blown that this was underneath all of that crust we polished off. Now I should probably mention, if you ceramic coat your car, don't get it wet for a few days. If you do, you're gonna run into some issues. If you want to use the same ceramic coat I just applied, you can use my discount code that is on the screen to save yourself a few dollars. One last reminder, boys, if you want to take this car home, hit the link below and lock in your entries.